I learned that the Honorable Senator Natasha Akpabio has apologized to the Senate President and the Senate House. She has written an apology letter to them to apologize of what happened over these issues that have been going back and forth. So she has finally apologized. But if you read this apology letter, you laugh, Taya. You laugh, Taya, if you read this apology letter. This apology is sarcasm. This is a sarcastic statement. It's so hysterical. This is what they call quid pro quo. Now let me read for you this apology letter. In fact, you might not even understand some words she used on this apology letter, but let me read for you. Some people will not understand. Hey, okay, now let's start. Okay, this is a satirical letter of apology from the desk of Senator Natasha Akpabio. Dear distinguished Senate President Akpabio, it is with my deepest sarcasm, okay, my deepest sarcasm and utmost theoretical regret that I tender this apology for the grievous crime of possessing dignity and self-respect in your most exalted presence. I have reflected extensively on my unforgettable failure to recognize that legislative success in certain quarters is apparently not earned through merit but through the ancient art of compliance of the very personal kind. You understand that part now? Now let's continue. How remains of me not to understand that my refusal to indulge your request what is that request? Indulge your request was not merely a personal choice but a constitutional violation of unwritten laws or certain men's entitlement. Truly, I must apologize for prioritizing competence over capitulation's vision, over vanity and the people's mandate, over private dinners, over private dinner behind closed doors. Now, I realize the catastrophes. I realize the catastrophe consequences of her actions, legislation, delayed, tempers, frail, and the tragic bruises of egos so large they require their own postcodes. They require their own postcodes for the disruption to the natural order of to the natural order of qui pro quo. I bow my head in fictional shame. Please find it in your magnanimous heart, somewhere buried deep beneath layers of entitlement, to forgive the stubborn woman who mistakenly believed that her seat in the Senate was earned through elections, not erection. This woman will kill you. I remain yours in external resistance, Senator Natasha Akpabio, unafraid and unbroken. You get the point now. You see, when we did this video the last time, we analyzed this video. A lot of people were throwing an insult, this, that. All my comments, analysis based on this video, I was speaking from the point of what we saw on the Senate House, the dramas that played out at the Senate House. That was what I based my analysis on then. But people do not see it from that point of view. What I did not see, I have no evidence about. I don't know what happened over the camera. Off the camera, I wasn't there, and nobody was justifying for a Senate President. I was not speaking for the Akpabio. I don't know him. Do you understand? So because what this woman said, Akpabio has capacity to do that. There's every probability he did it or no. I don't know. There's no evidence. This woman has not showed us evidence. So this apology is not because of the allegation. They're asking her because you reported that somebody, because of one thing or the other, you were sexually harassed. You raised the point, they're trying to silence you. That's not the reason of this apology, because they have been asking her, a lot of forces asking her to apologize to the Senate. That's the reason of this apology, not because of that. That one is quite different. It's a different issue entirely. Do you understand? It's what happened over the change of seat. That's what you saw. That's what I saw. That's what we know. This woman was only telling us what happened. What happened off the camera, which we are not aware? Do you understand? So this is the constitution in this Senate House. We know we don't have law in this country. Laws not working in this country. Do you understand? That's the reason. But because the law is not working, you that knows the law, you shouldn't be disobeying the law because you know laws are not working. Right? So they're asking you to apologize for what happened. And now, this apology, now, I'm not saying that she was wrong or it never happens. Akpabio never did what he was accused of. Do you understand? So when you are dealing with these politicians, you you follow them with sense. So do you understand? That sense you will take follow them. So that's what happened there. So that's it on that day. What happened? Obey before complain. Nobody was saying Akpabio never accused, never harassed you sexually or those things. But because he harassed you sexually, does that mean you should disrespect the written order, the order in the Senate House? No. Senator Akpabio abused you, harassed you sexually off the camera, not at the Senate House. So why should you, because of that, or why do you think whatever happens, what they ask you to do at the Senate House was because of that? Your refusal was the reason of him changing your seat. And this is constitutional. And this seat changes periodically. They change the seat periodically. On that fateful day, it was not your seat alone that was changed. Other people's seats were changed, and those people allocated to the seat. Do you understand? And if I could remember, the one thing you said that time, you said where they ask you to sit, maybe that was the reason why you refuses to go there to sit down. Don't get me wrong, go. This woman, yes, if we have this kind of people in power, we are wanting her to come into power. Doesn't mean because we love you, she also disobey the law. No. You do it, everything you want to do, because you are fighting for justice, you are fighting for the poor masses. You need to do it constitutionally. You need to do it diligently according to the law. You see what Peter Obi is doing. He said there is no back door to all those things. He doesn't do anything that has to violate law. He doesn't do it. Do you understand? So that's how it should be. That day I was saying, what this woman said, that maybe that's the reason why she refuses to go to that seat that was allocated to her to go. She said the seat where they asked her to sit down, she has not even been to the seat. She just cited the chair up there. Oh, that's where they asked you to go and sit down. She said that the seat is just behind the Senate House, that when somebody is sitting there, the camera hardly captures somebody. They will not notice her that she's sitting there. That's what she said. The first interview on Arise News, that is the chair is kind of hidden. That who will see there, if you see the camera won't capture you. They won't even see you. They won't even recognize you. They won't even know you are there. And even if you want to speak, they won't recognize you because you are there. Remember, they say if you did not sit there, somebody else has to sit there. Do you understand? If you did not, somebody else had to sit there. Everything was there. Everything you get from the front seat, other people's seat, is the same gadget, is the same electronics, whatever. It's the same thing. You have everything with you there. If you raise up your hand, you want to speak. So if you have moved to the seat, getting to the seat, you want to speak, they deny you of speaking. That's where the problem. That's where you would have fight for justice. Say no, they want to shut you up. No. Do you understand? So obey before complain. That's how it works. So everything is fine. And now she has written an apology letter. I hope they will accept this apology letter. He said, don't forget, he said she thought this seat was earned through election. He never knew it was through election. You get the point now. Anyways, please share this video.